A new day has dawned. A new people has awakened. Ignorance is now a fading memory of the past. No longer will we the people sit in silence and watch our beloved Bahamas disintegrate to crime, greed, and petty politics. Controversy TV, Season 6. No fair, no fair, no fair. It's on. It's on. Hi, and welcome to another exciting episode of Controversy TV. I know you watched my last two shows. I had men of God on the show, and I promise you that I would have no other people on the show for the next 3 shows other than men of God. But an issue has arisen. Someone has signaled the Batman. They've shown the light in the sky. And I had to come back to you, the Bahamian people. There was an article in the newspaper. Before I even go there, today on the show, I have my good buddy, even a special guest. He's been on the show so many times. Charlie Moore, say good night to the Bahamian people.
Good night, Bahamas.
As a matter of fact, I look at you as a honorary special host, man, a guest host, honorary host.
I appreciate that, Utah.
But an article in the newspaper has caught our attention. Do you have a copy today?
Absolutely, and it's a very serious article. It says, Sir Randol Fawkes family lobby for alternate highway route.
I saw that article. I also got a lot of inbox from different people. I don't know if they want me to call their name on Facebook. A lot of people send me the article saying how Sir Randol Fawkes family is disappointed that the government would want to use their property for a highway, and they're going to be fighting. As a matter of fact, they say October 4th they're going to have a town meeting.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's terrible. Sir Randol Fawkes is a national hero in this country.
Mm-hmm.
He's actually one of the founding fathers of this country, who is, pretty much responsible for majority rule in this country,
mm-hmm.
and for, the majority black persons, running the country today.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's pretty much almost treasonous the way, we're about to build through this man's home.
Well, before we even get there, you have a lot of people out there, because I can be honest with you, before I came on the show, I walked throughout certain areas in Nassau, and a lot of people don't even know who Sir Randol Fawkes is.
Well, Utah, that's an indictment upon us. That's an indictment upon the terrible job that we've done to educate our citizenry about who our heroes are. And in addition to not educating them, we're also in the process of destroying any legacy that they've left behind. Look at what we did with Sir Cecil Wallace, now Sir Randol Fawkes.
There is no unity. There is no Bahamians, We don't have Bahamians in the Bahamas. We have PLPs and we have FNMs. And now we have DNAs and the other parties, The heroes who would have been a part of the Progressive Liberal Party, they celebrated by Progressive Liberals. The FNMs, they celebrated by the FNMs, so we have no heroes.
Well, the bottom line is, before you're a PLP, an FNM, a DNA, you have to be a Bahamian first. That's the bottom line. So we need to start celebrating our heroes. In any other country of the world, a person like Sir Randol Fawkes, his home would be a national heritage site. You check out Abraham Lincoln, Thomas Jefferson, the homes where these guys live, these are national sites. Every school child in the Bahamas is supposed to go through this man's library, check out his memoirs, and, find out the sacrifice and the contribution that he made. And, in my view, that is why we have all this problem with crime. Well, Bahamians don't know their identity. They don't have a value system, because our national leaders say nothing is sacred. Everything is for sale, and it's all about getting paid.
Well, let me educate the Bahamian people a little bit, because Charlie right now, they about to switch this channel, because they don't know who the hell Sir Randol Fawkes is. They don't know nothing but him, and right now, if they ain't know nothing, they don't care. So we got to educate them before they change this channel. Sir Randol Fawkes, I got a little bit of information here, I sat down in the archives and I researched, he's the father of labor. He established, establishing the trade union. He was involved in almost every progressive movement here in the Bahamas. The Citizens Committee, the Bahamas Federation of Labor. The first official Labor Day holiday was celebrated in 1962. In 1967, now this is where the politics come in. In 1967, when they were deadlocked, the PLP and the UBP at 18-18, Sir Randol Fawkes' vote made the difference. Who did Sir Randol Fawkes join with?
He went with the PLP.
He went with the Progressive Liberal Party. So that makes him a Progressive Liberal Party hero.
Well, he should be a Bahamian hero. Again, because of him, his vote, That's why we have majority rule as it is today. And see, the precedence is being set by nationalists. When you start destroying the successful Wallace Whitfield building, a monument dedicated to national heroes and founding fathers. Next you go to Sir Randall. What are we going to do next? Find something, Sir Lyndon, Sir Clement Maynard, and we're going to start destroying all of the monuments and symbols of respect our heroes.
One thing,
how is it that we expect the children to have any respect?
One thing I like with you, right?
No,
you was an action man, but you notice I ain't saying nothing to what you saying yet, because you done ready to jump on it.
Yeah, but see, but you talk
put the map down, man. Let me tell them a little bit more about Sir Randall first. Sir Randall served as the Minister of Labour in the first PLP Labour government. He was the first to raise the question about independence. He was the first man who wanted us as Bahamians to become independent, right? In 1978, he was knighted by the Queen. And this part I like so much. His book, I used his book. His book actually got me to the point where he wrote this book called The Fate That Moved the Mountains. He talked about his upcoming as a little kid, his challenges. I remember I think it was Mr. Woods, challenges with Mr. Woods. He talked about how he got teased for wearing the flower bag pants, how it had the writing, I think it was 48 ounces or something on the pants, And he tells how he was knighted by the Queen. I got some more stuff here with, my memory and all that good, right? But Sir Randolph, he is a whole lot. He played a major role here in Bahamas. And now, what is going on here is that 3,600 feet of his property, the government wants to use to widen the road, JFK Road.
Correct.
Now, some people seem to have a problem with it. Some people don't. Today on the show, you are going to hear the opinions of Utah Taylor Road and the opinions of Chelly Moss. I don't know what you bring in. I got some facts.
Well, I'd simply like to say this. Any Bahamian who doesn't have a national stance on this is probably somebody that doesn't know their history and is also a victim of the terrible job that we've done. Again, Sir Randol Fawkes is a national hero. His home is a national heritage site. In any other country in the world, Abraham Lincoln, Thomas Jefferson, these guys' homes are national sites where,
this is where
the nation celebrates.
This is where me and you differ. He's a national hero, but his home is not a national heritage site because Bahamians do not have access to that home. Is it a museum? Is it something that we can walk on and see?
But that's the problem. That's the problem. In this country, we've done a terrible job of recognizing and celebrating our heroes. We've done a terrible job. And hence, that's why we have all the crime. Because you know why? Another Bahamian does not value your life. Because you're nobody. The Bible tells you, honor your mother and your father and your days shall be longer. When you have successive prime ministers destroying monuments of national heroes, number one, Sir Randol Fawkes never really kind of thought of God as just doing this country.
Okay, so this ain't only about the 3,600 square foot of property that they need to use to build this road.
This is about honoring our heroes and keeping these monuments and symbols in place so the children that come behind can recognize and know their history. When you do not know your history and you don't know your identity, buddy, you're lost.
Are you one of those who actually don't care if they build this road on this property? Are you one of those who is appalled about them wanting to use this property? Or are you one of those who says, we need it? So
I am one of those who's appalled about the destruction of the Bahamian. See, the bottom line about it is this. When you look at this map, okay, when you look at this map, we were out there. It's not necessary to go to this estate, this property. You could build, because there's already 2 lanes there, you need 2 more lanes. You can go further north and build those same lanes. That's option 1. Another option is around. You follow what I'm saying?
Well, you see, I'm not qualified to answer on that. I'm
not common sense.
Yeah, but I'm not an engineer. We do not know why they choose to want to use that side of the road.
Because it's the path of least resistance. Also, when you have these foreign engineers who come to the Bahamas and don't know who Sir Randol is, they say, well, the easiest part is, boom, let's go through it. See, that's why it's important to know your history. And the biggest mistake we can make is having other persons chronicle our history.
So you're saying do not take Sir Randolph's property because he was the Minister of Labor. He's the one who fought.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
He's an historical icon in the Bahamas.
He's the foundation of majority rule.
Now I have some facts.
Hold on,
here.
would you agree with that part?
Yeah, I agree.
He's the foundation of majority rule. So every Bahamian, every right-thinking Bahamian should want to know about this man and get into the mindset of this man and what made this man make such a sacrifice.
If he has property that is sitting there, and for us to move forward, upward, onward together, for us, we have a plan. For them to develop the JFK Highway, they want to add 2 lanes.